Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Moxie Infernape, and this is my battle for Week 6 of Season 3 of the Major Pokemon League. This week I'm going up against Dan, aka Denech, aka the coach of the St. Louis Sableyes. So actually, I played him in Week 1, so this is a rematch of that. This is Week 6, as I already said, and it's also in the thumbnail and title and stuff, but whatever. So yeah, I'm playing Dan again, so that's cool. It actually says Andy on the screen, which is Dench. So you might be a little confused, but Dan is sending his 3DS, rather sending or getting his 3DS sent back to him, because he is getting his capture card either fixed or he's getting a new one installed or something along the lines of that. So he does not have access to his 3DS right now, so that's the point. So he's having, well, this week he is Dench playing as his puppet. Last week it was Cipher, or no, last week it was Asteroid, the previous week was Cipher. So even though I'm playing Dan, technically the one that's like actually clicking the buttons is Dench, but like Dench doesn't have any thought involved in anything, because it's just Dan being like, "Okay, Dench, do this," and Dench is like, "Okay." So that's the whole thing there. You might have been a little confused, but nah, it's all good. So there's no team builder this week. I'll explain that later in the video. Quick shout out, quick thank you to Cipher for joining my team, and thank you to Dench for recording my side of the battle. That was cool. I did not do a team builder, but I will briefly go over my team. So we got a Raikou here, pretty interesting. We actually have Light Clay, Light Clay. I was thinking it was called something else, but no. Light Clay. We have Toxic, Volt Switch, Shadow Ball, and Reflect. I don't have Light Screen on there, but I have the Reflect. So it can help. Against the physical attackers. Because he's a lot of hard-hitting physical attackers like Scolipede, like Emboar, like the Weavile, which he didn't bring. But still, I was kind of scared of that. And we have a especially defensive Nidoqueen. We got Stealth Rocks, 3 attacks. We got Ice Punch, Poison Jab, and Earthquake. Carrying another physical one, because I feel like physical is kind of cool. Helps maybe against like Calm Mind, Latias, or I don't know. Also, because he's like things that have lower Phys Def and Spadef, like Weavile and Jolteon. Then we got a Crawdon, which got 4 attacks. We got Light Focusing, hits hard. We have a Whimsicott. It's actually got Trick Room, which is pretty cool. It's got, I think, Leech Seed, Taunt, and I'm blanking out on that last move. Something, I forget. Leech Seed, Taunt. I don't think it was Moonblast. Was it? I don't know. Honestly, I forget. It's alright. Then we got Manaphy, physically defensive. We actually have a Rocky Helmet. Do we have Tailbow? I think we have Tailbow. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we have Tailbow. We actually have Heart Swap. The plan is maybe I can steal some speed boost from the Scolipede. Tailbow, Heart Swap, and then like Scald and Ice Beam. Then we have a Glalie. We got Spikes, Double Edge, Earthquake, and Ice Shard. So the plan with this team is try to get up my hazards, mainly Stealth Rocks, but if I can get up a layer or 2 of Spikes, that'd be cool. And then weaken some things down, hopefully get up a Trick Room if I need to, and then have Crawdon kind of sweep, either the Crawdon or Glalie. Probably Crawdon, but I don't know, we'll play it by ear. Dan brought mainly what I was expecting. He brought 5 of the exact 6 that I put on the little list. He just brought he did not bring the Weavile, he brought the Greninja instead, which is fine. So my plan, since he brought the Greninja, was to lead with the Raikou, I believe, since he likes to lead with that Ninja a lot. Even in matchups where, I don't know, it's kind of weird, like, even if it's not like a lead Greninja, he still kind of leads with it, because he's Dan, and he just kind of clicks Scald and does things. But he does not lead with the Greninja here. He leads with Jolteon, which is fine. I thought he would either Volt Switch here, or go for maybe like HP Round, which would make sense, because it's Raikou, and it's the Nidoqueen, which would also be a switch-in / check to the Jolteon. So that would make sense if he had it. But he just Volt Switches into his Latias, which makes sense. I go for that. I go for the Reflect, just because it's nice for like Emboar and Scolipede and stuff. So maybe I should have Volt Switched. I kind of thought about it, but I was like, nah, he could stay in HP Beyond, so I don't want to make that bad play from the start. So he has this Latias, and he goes for Calm Mind. I wish I did not have Toxic. I had Roar on this originally, but I took it off, put it on Toxic. I wish I did have Roar for this instance, but I missed a Toxic there. That's unfortunate. It could have helped to weaken this thing down. So here I switch into Whimsicott. I probably should have Volt Switched maybe there into the Toxic, so I could bring in Whimsicott for free, and like Taunt it or like Leech Seed. And actually gets a crit on the switch in. I would have lived it, I don't outspeed him, but I could have still gone for lead seed or something, because I do the prankster, or maybe a taunt, probably lead seed to help weaken it down. And I'm just like, well, crap. I did not prep too well. Yeah, let me pause actually. Yeah, I only got a day to prep. Or actually, I'll talk about it more after the battle. I'm not trying to like, not trying to make it, not trying to be salty and make excuses. But yeah, I'll talk about that after the battle. It was kind of my fault with me only having 1 day to prep. I'll explain that after. So yeah, as he attacked me with Psychic, I Toxic him. From the damage, I thought he was more offensive, but I kind of read the calc wrong, I think. Or not I read the calc wrong, but I just kind of misjudged how much damage I had already taken and did some math wrong because I was kind of on a rush. I thought it would Psychic again, but no, we T-bolts. That was a good play on his part, predicting that. I didn't really think he would make that prediction because like he has a Latias that is really healthy and is a big threat to my team and could kind of be a win con already. So I thought, well, he doesn't really need to make he doesn't really need to make the plays now because he can just play safe and just click attacks because he doesn't really need to make predictions here. But he did anyways because he's Dan and he's a god. So yeah, I had my Manaphy out, but I thought I'd T-Bolt so I could maybe just weaken it down more with some Toxics. But no, we Psychic, which makes sense because I could have gone into Nidoqueen. So that play kind of makes sense there. It was a smart prediction there. So I bring in Manaphy because here I'm thinking maybe I can get off a Heart Swap. I was afraid of you T-Bolting the first time, so that's why I didn't want a Heart Swap because I believe. Yeah, so with his Heart Swap, then I steal his Command boost. So now I have +1 special attack and +1 special defense while he is at neutral. So that's cool, but I just thought he would T-Bolt the first time, and then that would still be in range where another T-Bolt would kill. So that's why I didn't want to do it the first time. That's why I was a little cautious there. But then I just Ice Beam because I'm in against Latias. I don't want to predict because I didn't really think he'd bring it in. But whatever. So yeah, that wears off. It doesn't really matter. He T-Bolts here. I thought he would want to HP ground or HP, whatever he has. Predicting the switch, but no, he makes a good play there. I think predicting me to over-predict, which I did. Good job, Dan. So I bring in Stephanie here. As he goes for Heal Bell, wasn't really expecting that. Yeah, I guess to get the poison off of Latias, which was kind of cool, but he didn't really need to. So I just go for Ice Punch, because I thought he might bring a Latias, but I don't know. It was a tough game of 50-50s. It's just a lot of tough calls. If I did go for EQ there, I would have killed the Jolteon, but whatever. So here I thought, okay, yeah, no, you're not switching into Latias now, so I'm just going to EQ. You bring in this thing, it does a decent chunk. So he goes for Protect there, I guess, just in case if I was offensive, but I wasn't, so I don't know, I guess he was just scouting, or I don't know, he didn't really, I think he outsped me anyways. Yeah, I'm almost certain he did. Yeah, I had like no speed, so although he didn't know that, but still he would outsped almost any variant, because I wasn't Scarfed, but whatevs, he does it anyways. He's Life Orb, as we see. I think I kind of missed that the first time there, over that first Life Orb hit. So I go for Ice Punch. I thought you might switch out into Latias, predicting the Earthquake, but nah, you do stay in. Then you go for Protect here, which I don't really understand that play. I mean, I guess Scouting, or no, you didn't need the speed. I don't know. Whatever. I could have like maybe gotten a Brox if I really wanted to there. I kind of thought about it. Because I was like, whatever, I'm gonna die anyways, but it is what it is. He goes for another Earthquake and kills Stephanie, which is unfortunate. So now we're down to 6-1. Oh, wait, guys, Glalie, but that's alright. Glalie can bring her back. We got Glalie. We got Glalie, the beast. So yeah, he's really fast. That's cool. So I could Ice Shard thinking he'll stay in. I could predict the switch into Registeel and Earthquake. He does actually switch into Registeel. As I do just go for the Ice Shard because I was like, I'll just attack what's in front of me. I've kind of been over-predicting, but I've also been under-predicting because I don't know. It was a tough play to call. I mean, as were most of these plays in this game, because like, really, either play would have made sense in most of these cases, so it's really tough to gauge those 50-50s and try to make the right play. But Dan really played me here. He just predicted me, and he really got all those 50-50s right, so props to him. So he goes for the T-Wave there and pairs me, which, well, yeah, he makes me slower here. Then he switches out, trying to preserve the 6-0. He goes into Emboar, which, yeah, I don't really know what else he could have gone into to try to preserve the 6-0. Maybe Latias, but I think Ice Shard killed. I'm not certain, though. Actually get paired there, though, whatevs. I think Earthquake plus Ice Shard would have killed him, so I could have stopped the 6-0, but whatever. It didn't even matter at that point in terms of the result of the battle. He just kills me with the Flare Blitz there, so GG. Yeah, so Dan fucking 6-0'd me. That is unfortunate. I mean, there was a bit of hacks, but I don't think, I can't really say the hacks cost me the game, especially because I really have no clue how the game would have turned out. Also, because Dan still, he really played me there. Yeah, Dan just read me completely. Good job, like Dan. He read, good job for Dan. He read me like a book. See, like, this is a book. He read me. GG, Dan. Yeah, it is what it is. I didn't really prep too well. As I was saying earlier. So we did my battle against Jordy on Sunday. So I could have started building for Dan, like earlier, like Saturday or like Friday or something, because I had my team for Jordy like fully built and ready to go for like a couple days, or for like, yeah, a couple days prior to when I actually battled him. So I could have started building for Dan, but I don't know. I just didn't want to start thinking about Dan until I battled Jordy. I don't know. It's just a personal thing, I guess. So then I talked to Dan, and originally the plan was I'll battle Dan on Tuesday, and I'll battle Cipher on Thursday. Cipher's my Week 7 opponent. I'll get into that in a sec. Because I am going on a vacation on Saturday to the following Saturday, so it'd be tough to try to do my battle against Cipher after I got home from the vacation. So that's why I wanted to. So I wanted to give myself time to prep for Cipher. So I wanted to do my battle against Dan earlier in the week. So it was kind of my fault. I wanted to prep really. So I can't really like blame Dan or anything. It was my fault. I should have scheduled it later. But then after the match against Dan, I talked to Cipher and I was like, no, I can't battle Thursday. I need more time to prep. And he was like, yeah, I feel the same. So we're gonna battle at some point during my vacation. I'll have Wi-Fi, so it'll be all Gucci. It's all good. Yeah, I'm bringing my laptop, so I'll be able to run damage calcs and do things while I do the battle. I just won't have my my 2 screens here as I normally do, but that's alright. Yeah, just Dan played me here. This match was kind of ugly on my part. I mean, some of these 50-50s, I mean, I guess I would have changed in hindsight, but like, well, in hindsight, yeah, of course I would have changed them because I know what play he made, but I mean, just, I guess thinking logically, which play I should have made, just in general, some of these I would have changed it, but it didn't really matter. Dan, just GG. I think he definitely out-prepped me here. He prepped well. Yeah, I really just, nothing about this game really went too well for me in terms of prep, or even the Hex Gods, they weren't on my side. Yeah, the first 2 turns, or not the first 2 turns, but like those 2 turns early in the game really did not help me at all. And that parry at the end, it didn't matter, but it was just salt in the wound, and I'm pretty sure if I didn't get parried, I think I could have prevented the 6-0. Although then he could have switched into Greninja on the Ice Shard, but I don't know, whatever, man, whatever. GG, Dan. Next week we're playing Cipher. That's going to be a big game. Right now Cipher's 4-1. Not sure how he did against Jolt. If he wins, he'll be 5-1. If he loses, he'll be 4-2. Hopefully he loses. I think he might because Jolt's good, but Cipher is also good, so Cipher might be able to cop a dub there. I don't know. We'll see. But either way, next week's going to be really, really important versus Cipher, so definitely going to put a lot of thought into that team. Hopefully get some help from Riz and or some other lads. So that should be cool. But I mean, yeah, this battle wasn't really one I want to, talk about my future. I'm not really going to tell my kids about this one. This wasn't a great one. I just want to act like this one didn't really happen. But yeah, I'll see you guys next week for Cipher. There should be a team builder there. Also, I didn't really mention this. I meant to. But yeah, I didn't do a team builder this week because I planned to make the team builder after I did this battle. But hopefully you understand me. But like after this battle, I don't want to put effort into a video that I don't need to, because they're not, because you don't need to do team builders in this league. It's not like TB or anything. Just stupid to have to do team builders there. But I'm not in TB, so whatever. But yeah, I didn't want to put effort into that, and like it would probably be half-ass anyways, and just, I mean, I went over my team briefly in this video. Anyways, it is what it is. It's whatever. Just accept it if you really want to see a team builder for Dan's team. I did it in week 1, so that's the thing. Whatever. If Dan keeps playing like this, he can make the playoffs. Even though he's 2-4, he's not in a great position. He can make the playoffs though. Because if he keeps making plays like this and just reading people like he read me, he's gonna make the playoffs. Because he fucking predicted me beautifully. Dan, what a lad. Yeah, also, yeah, Dan was 1-4 going in this game. He was really not confident at all. So I'm glad for him that he was able to get a win here. it puts him right. It puts him in the right position. Gets him, back in the win column, back going in the good direction. So hopefully Dan can make a climb back. I think he definitely can. I mean, after last season, where he won the Pokeball, he definitely is a good battler and definitely showed that there. So I've known that Dan was going to be able to bounce back after his rough start, and I think this was a big game for him, and he's definitely going to start to climb up, I think. But I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I've kind of said it like 5 times, just things that sound like I'm going to my outro, but whatever. I'm just going to shut up. Thanks for watching this. Sub to me, sub to Dan. We're all cool guys. So like this video, sub to MPL. Check out the spreadsheet. I still have some pretty cool guys with some pretty cool stats. Man, if he's up there on the MVP list, that's cool. Anyways, I'll see you guys later next week with a probably team builder. We'll see. First Cipher. Yep. Bye.